From World of Concrete 2018, I'd like you to meet Todd Sherich, who is with the American Polishing Council as part of ASCC, and it's all basically talking concrete. How are you?
Back to concrete polishing this year.
Back to concrete polishing this year. How are you doing with that hat on now?
Well, you know, Roger, we met last year.
We did.
Last year with the Concrete Polishing Association of America had become instead the Concrete Polishing Council under our roof.
Right.
At that time, we really, we knew we had a bunch of new members. I don't know that we realized the tasks that we had ahead, but it's been wonderful. We have taken that group and that 6 months or so of feeling out and learning what their needs were, what the industry needed from us, and now that's kind of been defined. Utilizing our technical staff, Bruce Supernat, who you occasionally speak with, myself, and of course our advisory boards and our committees, they're now creating documents that are legitimizing and continuing to increase the professionalism, the awareness, and the acceptance of concrete polishing.
Well, it's amazing just discussing here before we did our interview of the differences between polishing and other aspects of the concrete industry, and you think, well, basically you're talking about the same animal, but you're not. You're talking about front paws and back paws and other parts of that animal that once fit together, they just kind of cover the same envelope.
That's right. Originally as concrete polishing came to be known, around 20 years ago, at that time it was kind of thought of as a subset of decorative concrete.
Sure.
And it was originally looked at like that. Suppliers kind of carried decorative supplies and polishing supplies, but now it's its own industry. Concrete polishing is probably, as it relates to concrete, is the biggest growing facet of our industry. There's no doubt it's experiencing just huge growth and huge acceptance. Walk through any of your retail stores, your big box stores,
right,
even down to small restaurant chains, and look down at that floor and you're going to see polishing more and more every day.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing, the growth in the industry itself. You can see it, there's no question about it. And it used to be decorative and now it's polishing.
Yeah, that's right. Well,
a lot of it's polishing.
And sometimes it's a combination thereof.
That's right.
A combination thereof where decorative elements are incorporated into polishing, be it color in the concrete, decorative logos or stencils that are included within that polished floor that are permanent. And so there's a little bit of a marriage between the two, but boy, right, it's concrete polishing has established itself as its own identity, its own industry.
The council itself, now you're out of, let's say, the baby steps. Are you walking on your own? Everything's good?
Polishers are definitely moving along good. Our advisory board and our various committees are doing wonderful work. Technical documents, ASCC is known for its position statements. The position statements are out there to try to make sure that the contractor's not put in a bad spot. Let me just give you a quick example. Concrete polishers in the past have been responsible for protecting a floor before and after their work. As a contractor, though, they're not on that site. So how can they be responsible for that? So the ASCC puts together position statements for them to share to the architect, share to the general contractor, to make them understand that they cannot be responsible for things that they cannot be.
They weren't there from the
they're not there. They're not there to babysit.
Right.
But that's one example. We have multiple position statements, as well as now a CPC spec for polishing that's not biased to any manufacturer or any particular system. And that's also, I think, very important for our industry.
Well, you're building a foundation is what you're doing.
That's right.
And it's across the board, and it's all part of the council itself. Yes. And I tell you, this is the growth pattern and everything is just amazing. It goes back sometimes 20, 30 years.
That's right. It's polishing in the 20 years or so old. 10 years ago, the association started, kind of got things underway, and right now we're seeing more activity probably in the last 6 months than they've had in many years. And so it's going to continue to grow.
Someday we'll get old and we'll look back at all of this.
Absolutely. Nice seeing you again, Roger.
Nice seeing you. Todd Sherich, who's with the Polishing Council and the ASCC and Decorative, and he just represents this entire industry, and it is the foundation of concrete. From World of Concrete 2018.